Hey guys, this is Moses from the Moses Services again. So I have a video on the comprehensive input. What do we mean by comprehensive input? The comprehensive input is whatever understandable you get from a video, music, a text, a speech, or any conversation that two people around you are making. What is the importance of the comprehensive or comprehensible or understandable input? It is very, very important, or even essential in a second of foreign language learning. What do I mean by comprehensive input? Input is anything that enters in you. Last time I made a video on language skills, and I talked about receptive and productive skills. And I insisted on receptive skills, which are listening and reading. And this is what we call comprehensive input. It is anything you can listen or anything you can read from text. When you listen to an audio or a video, how much things, how many words, how much information do you understand? When you listen to my video, for example, and I know I speak the easiest English in the world, how many words do you catch? How many sentences can you reuse in your daily English? And how much information can you catch from my message? This is what we call comprehensive input. Whatever information you can understand in a speech or in a conversation with someone. Why do I make a video on comprehensive input? Because it is very, very essential in a second language learning. You don't need to focus on grammar. You don't need to focus on individual vocabulary, learning individually. You learn maybe words such as car, bicycle, train, plane. What is the importance of learning them if you can't use them in your daily English? Are you used to watching videos in English? Are you used to listening to songs in English? Are you used to partaking into English clubs, conversations? Are you used to listening to people conversing or discussing a topic? Are you used to listening to debates, to watching debates on TV, to watching movies, cartoons in English? That's a great deal. But how much information do you catch out of it? That is the thing. And we call it comprehensive inputs, not outputs. Your input in second or foreign language learning should not go over 50%. Your output should be under 20%. What do I mean by input and output? Input is whatever thing you receive from reading or listening, and output is anything you receive from or you convey by speaking and by writing. And when you learn a foreign language, you don't need to focus on your output, what you produce, what you say, what you speak, what you can write. Don't stress on output, but stress your point. Make your input your matter. What does it mean? Listen too much and read too much. What to do? Go to YouTube, go to Google, you can type any information. Before, it was very difficult to emerge into a second language, but now it is quite very possible. How? You have YouTube, you have internet, technology, AIs, and a lot of quite bunch of information from which you can emerge into a language and learn a new language. Don't stress on grammar. It is an output. Don't stress on vocabulary, it is an output, but stress on the message people are conveying. As long as you can understand what I'm saying, that is exactly what you can convey. For instance, when I say, "Good morning, mister," why don't you say, "My name is Moses"? Why don't you say, "I come from Congo," but you reply by saying, "Good morning"? Why? It's simple, simply because your comprehensive input has been well done. You understood the message I was trying to convey. You can listen to a video, a series, a movie, a 1 hour series or movie, 1 hour listening and listening. But you understand only one word, which word you can use in your daily English. And it is better than listening to something which you learn a lot of words and finally you forget all of them. It is useless. What I can advise you is, please focus on a comprehensive input, on listening and reading. It will help you out in your course to learning a second language, and English in particular. Don't focus on useless grammars. Grammar things are important, yes, but they are not essential in language speaking. It's only after you start speaking that grammar comes to correct your mistakes. Don't start with grammar. You are killing your fluency, you are killing your spoken English, you are killing your reading, you are killing anything related to oral speaking. If you start with grammar, you kill your language. I give you an example of children. How do children learn? Do they learn by correcting mistakes, by learning rules of grammar, by learning words individually? No. Their input starts first. They listen for 1 year, for half and 1 year. They listen until the first day they pronounce the first word. They start with mistakes, and finally they perfect with time. Time is the greatest corrector I've never seen. Time is the ever-present corrector. Don't worry, don't stress about mistakes. Time will correct your mistakes. Keep on practicing, keep on learning, keep on listening, reading. Time will fix everything itself. I was not speaking English the way I'm speaking today. Time corrected my mistakes. The more perseverant I was, the more involved I was, the more disciplined I was, the more listening I was, and the more practicing I was doing. Time corrected my mistakes. Grammar does not correct your mistakes. Time corrects your mistakes. If you learn grammar, you focus on grammar mistakes, you focus on grammar rules, your mistakes will never get corrected. Instead, they will fossilize. What does it mean? They will anchor deep in you and they will never get corrected. Reason why? There are some people who speak English, but they have some mistakes which they never correct. Whatever red pen you can do, they still make the same mistakes. We call it fossilization. Click in my link. There are a lot of other videos on mistakes, errors, and fossilization if you want to learn more on this. Don't focus on grammar. Focus on the comprehensive inputs which helps you understand the message rather than focusing on grammatical forms or words which are used and the like. This has been Moses from the Moses Services, and ciao.